Hey Tony, Heath here from Friendly Web. First of all, thanks for replying to my message. I know it's a bit weird sometimes just getting a random message from someone on Facebook. So as promised, what I'm going to do is just do a quick analysis video of your industry in your area and basically how we can help you. So I predominantly work with service-based businesses, so mostly tradies, so landscapers, tree removal, glass repair, that type of thing. And what we basically do is not only try to dominate their particular area where they operate themselves, but also just basically try to get them moving into other suburbs and other areas of Brisbane so they can branch out from there and try to get their website under as many noses as humanly possible to try and get you the type of customers that you want to work with. So what I've done now is just typed in glass repair for Caboolture. So basically how this is made up, you're familiar with AdWords, so of course they come up here. Every click that is on those, even if the customer doesn't become a customer, you're still paying for it. So this is the map pack, so this corresponds to of course, the geographical area as well as the service that's being offered. So in order to get into that map pack, you of course need to be either in that area or have reference to that particular area in the content of your website or your Google My Business listing. So I noticed that you do have a Google My Business listing, but it isn't optimized, so we can of course help with that. Also, the other thing which will help you get into that is what's referred to as citations, or basically business directories. So the more places you've got your business listed, so like True Local, Start Local, Yellow Pages, White Pages, places like that, the more websites that have got the name of your company, your address, and also your phone number listed on there, the more chance you've got of coming up into here. So around about 60% of your traffic or your customers are going to come through here. And of course, click on either website or directions, or if they're on the mobile phone, there's actually a button there for phone number so they can instantly get a hold of you. Now, this is the organic rankings. So in order to get into that, you of course need to have as many references as this of this key term in your content. You also need to have what's referred to as backlinks, so it's other websites that are referring back to your website for that particular key term. We have basically a network of blogs and websites that we use in order to send power to your website. Not all websites are created equal, so Google basically allocates what's referred to as a domain authority. So Wikipedia, being one of the biggest websites in the world, that's got a domain authority score out of 100 out of 100. So what we do is we set up these blogs or websites, and we shoot links to your website to basically boost up the power of the keywords that you want to rank for. Another thing also that basically helps you in ranking is the age of the domain, as you can see here, and also how many pages are indexed. So as you can see here, this has 29 pages that are indexed. What we do is essentially do more. So in the event of this site, with the map pack here, the citations, usually we've found that most companies have their sites listed on business directories around about 25 to about 35. We don't even mess around, and we just go and get you listed on 80 of them. So we don't mess around with just doing just enough. We just try to blow your competition out of the water. Now, with this site, this is your main competitor in Caboolture. I was going to use Morayfield, but Caboolture's got a bigger population, of course. So I'd probably suggest trying to tackle that suburb first, and of course Morayfield. So with the approach that we take, like I said, we try to expand out into different suburbs. So we take a multi-suburb approach. So what we do every month is create content based around a particular service and the area that you want to tackle. So of course we would create, glass repair Caboolture, glass replacement Caboolture, window replacement Caboolture, and do the same for like Morayfield, Burpengary, Narangba, work our way all the way down into the northern suburbs of Brisbane, target North Lakes, Kalanga, because they've got nice big populations as well. So we work with you long term to try and find out not only where the work is, where you're getting most of the work, because you may not get much work in a particular area because it's too developed. Because North Lakes and Kalanga area is kind of a developing kind of area, you're probably going to get a bit more work around that area. and also finding out what are your bigger ticket items. So what are the things that make you the most money? And we go ahead and try and target those first to try and get you more points on the board and more value for money with the customers you want to get. So allianceglass.com.au. So I've just had a look at their site. It's a pretty decent site, but the unfortunate part for them is they don't have a lot of content. Usually we suggest at least having anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 words of content on your homepage, because you want to have as many of those key terms that you want to target on that page so more people click on it and more people come to your site. They also have a clickable phone number, which is great, but they don't actually have a quotation form. It's not until down here that you actually get to it. Now, the way Google reads websites and how it's viewed on a mobile phone, it reads it from left to right. So what we usually do is we go ahead and create a contact form on the top left-hand corner. So that way when people are on their mobile phones and they want to just shoot away a quick inquiry, they can go ahead and do that. And of course have a clickable phone number. You'd be surprised with a lot of websites they don't actually have a clickable phone number, which is a real pain for mobile users. Now in regards to domain authority, like I mentioned before, they've got a score of 20 on their website. They've got a fair few backlinks as well. They don't really have their page title, which you can see if you hover over the top here, optimized for any particular areas. So what we do with, like I said, the multi-suburb approach, we create content for each service and geographical area you're in and try to optimize it around those key terms so they act as, I suppose, landing pages for those people in that particular area. So you pick up different people in different areas around where you are. So I'll just give you an example of one of the sites that we run. A gentleman by the name of Eric, I've been working with him for around about 6 months now. He's basically working off the site treeremoval.com. He's roughly getting, because unfortunately tree lopping is seasonal, in his peak times he's getting around about 65 to 75 leads a month, and it's big ticket items of course because tree lopping is quite expensive. As you can see, we've got plenty of power in this site and it just keeps plugging away. We also do, like I mentioned, the multi-suburb approach. So as you can see with these are all pages off the caboolturetreeremoval.com site. So we've got Caboolture Tree Removal, we've got Burpengary, got Clontarf, Strathpine, Zilmere, Deegham, Boondall. We've covered a lot of areas on the north side: Brighton, Sandgate, Petrie, Alimba, Caboolture, Castlemaine. The list keeps going on. And we've also ranked for other areas and set him up in North Lakes and Kalanga as well, which were dominating, as well as a few places in Redcliffe as well. So this is the actual rankings for that site. So he's currently got 17 key terms in the top 3. So as you can see, Kalanga, North Lakes for tree removal and lopping, tree service, Caboolture. There's not really many, key terms you can use for tree removal. It's either people kind of search for tree removal or tree lopping. And we've gone ahead and we've worked with him for the last 6 months, and he's now, as of about 3 months ago, asked us to set up another site for him down in Capalaba, so he can actually have 2 teams running. So he lives down in Capalaba. He looks after a team down there, and he also has a team now that he's moved up to Caboolture to look after the work down there. Up there for him. So he's quite happy. So mate, I really like to work with you. We like to work with our customers long term. So we learn a little bit more about your business and try to get you maximum return. This is a marketing strategy. I'm not, I guess, what you would call a website guy. I can of course build you a good website, which is great for conversions. As I said, we've got plenty of click to call numbers on our websites here, as well as the form that people can fill out straight away. So we don't just generally do all the nerd stuff and try to get the website looking great. We can build a great looking website, definitely, but the idea is just basically to try and get you as many customers and as much money in your pocket as humanly possible. If we need to change things around and do things on the fly, we can do that, and just trying to work with you long term to basically expand your business and basically make you more money. So mate, I look forward to having a chat to you. If you want to give me a call, my phone number is 0416 023543, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Tony.